So stakeholders are the key people in your project. They are the people who give you requirements for the project. Uh, that's why, right, developing after the project charter, first priority for a project manager is to identify all stakeholders, not that person who appoints you, but you will have to identify all stakeholders involved in your project, because they are the people who give you requirements for the project. So stakeholder are people or organizations whose interest may be positively or negatively impacted by the project. Thinking of stakeholders as assistant team members means you keep them informed, solicit their input, and work to satisfy their needs and expectations. Then we have different organizational structure in project. As a project manager, you will not be working in a vacuum. Obviously, you will be appointed somewhere. You will have to work under some hierarchy. So obviously, you will have to understand the organizational structure as a project manager, successful project manager. So a project does not operate in a vacuum. Projects are impacted by and have impact on the cultural norms, management policies, and procedures of the organization of which are part. So we have functional organization, we have matrix organization, we have weak matrix organization, and projectized organization as well. As you can see in this example, you have a in functional organization, chief executive is on top, then under chief executive, these functional managers are working. And obviously functional managers are the specialist for the specific department, specific work or something. So for instance, look at this example, you have different team members, staff, these two staff working under functional manager B, and this staff member is working under this functional manager. So let's talk about a project. You want to do a project for your company. What will you do? Out of these 9 resources, you will appoint a project manager. And then these team members will be working under this project manager. But this project manager will be working under functional manager. This indicates that this project manager will have little or no authority. Fine. So we have another example in matrix organization. Team members report to two bosses, the project manager and the functional manager. In a weak matrix organization, power rests with the functional manager. In a strong organization, power rests with the project manager. Now, this is the example of weak matrix organization, like functional organization, where we do not have any PMO office. You can see this one is the chief executive, and under chief executive, you have functional managers. And under functional managers, different team members are working for a project. For instance, this man has been appointed as a project manager, and these two members will be reporting to this project manager. Now, as far as this weak matrix organization is concerned, power rests with the functional manager, and these two members are working under these functional manager. So obviously they will give priority to their work. They will be more loyal to their functional manager. They will they will not direct work under this project manager. So in this case, as a project manager, you will have little or no authority. So if there's no authority, you cannot things done from your team members. So this is the example of weak matrix organization. Whereas in a strong matrix organization, or you can say matrix organization, there is another unit that is called PMO office, managers of project managers. So for instance, Mr. XYZ has been appointed as a project manager. He is working under the PMO office, and PMO office directly approach chief executive officer. So if these three team members are working with this project manager, obviously they will be loyal to their department, but they will have this concern that if we do not work this project manager fully according to the requirement and need of the project, he can launch a complaint against us to their PMO office, and then PMO office can bring that complaint to chief executive department and functional managers as well. So in this case, power rests with the functional manager and project manager as well. So this is example of a strong matrix organization. Then we have projectized organization. In projectized organization, the entire company is organized by projects like NGOs. Project manager has control of projects. Personnel are assigned and report to project manager. When you see projectized on the exam, remember no home. Team members complete only project work because there is no other functional department in projectized organization. They will be appointed for the duration of the project, and once the project is over, they will be released from the project. So they have no home. So they need to be assigned to another projects after that project, or they can go home. And communication generally occurs only within the project. So advantages and disadvantages of functional organization are easier management of a specialist. Department of Computer Science will have a specialist of computer science. Department of Management Sciences will have majority teachers of management sciences. So easier management of a specialist. Then team members report to only one supervisor, because in functional department there's only one boss. In matrix organization, you will have two bosses. Similar resources are centralized as companies grouped by specialists. Clearly defined career path in the areas of work specialization. In disadvantages, people place more emphasis on their functional work. They will be not they will not be loyal with their uh, project manager. No career path in project management. The project manager has little or no authority. In projectized organization, efficient project organization, because that person will be only working for a project. He will not be working under a functional department. He will not be working to look into their office daily routine works. Loyalty to the project, more effective communication than functional. And in disadvantage, when project is over, you will be released from the project. In matrix organization, improve project manager control over resources, more support from functional areas, maximum utilization of limited resources. But in disadvantages, extra administration is needed because you will have two bosses. More than one boss is a disadvantage. More complex to monitor and control, problem with resource allocation, need extensive policies and policies. Then we have product life cycle in project management. These are the project management processes: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and closing. Again, remember, in this first session, in this first week of your MSPM journey, I'm just talking about and introducing the basic terms only, which will be used in the project management. So we are just trying to learn the basic methodologies, terms, and tailoring methods in project management. So what is the role of the project sponsor? Project sponsor is a person who appoints project manager. Project sponsor is a person who gives financial resources for the project. Project resource is a person who protects the project. Fine. So let's talk about in initiating phase of the project. Project sponsor provides financial resources. In planning phase of the project sponsor will always support you. In executing phase of the project, the role of the project sponsor will be to prevent changes in the project, because in the project phase, when in the executing phase of the project, changes will always bring problems. So you will have to manage changes very effectively. And in the closing phase of the project, he is the person who gives the formal acceptance for the deliverable or project. Fine. So this is the role of the project sponsor. Let's discuss the role of project team. Project team will be working with the stakeholders to gather requirements. They work on requirement gathering. They produce a scope baseline. A scope baseline contains three documents: a scope statement, work breakdown structure, and work breakdown structure dictionary. Fine. In schedule management, they are the people who work on defined activities. They are the people who sequence the activities for the project. They develop network diagram. They find the critical path. They develop comprehensive schedule. They will be involved in cost baseline. Find all activities, how much it will be cost, how much it will cost you. In quality, they participate in risk. They attend meetings. They produce deliverables. So what I'm trying to say is, in your entire life of the project, team is team members will perform all work for you. As a project manager, your role is to get things done from your team members. As a project manager, this is not your responsibility to perform direct work in project. Your role is to play a bridge between project sponsor, a role of bridge between your project sponsor and your team. Team member performs all deliverable work. They perform each and every activity in your project. Your responsibility as a project manager is to get things done from your team members. The role of a stakeholder in initiating phase is they participate in developing the project charter. They work in a scope statement. They will work with you closely to finalize project management plan. In planning phase of the project, team member gather requirements from whom? The stakeholders. They give you constraints for the project. They give you assumptions for the project. In executing phase of the project, stakeholder are the people who approves your changes. They manage risk. The role of functional manager is they provide you team member. They help project manager. They takes active role in scope, schedule, risk, quality, because functional department will provide you resources, human resources for the project. So obviously, if you are asking someone, let's say any production department, you are getting 10 team members from him. So obviously, you will have to keep your that functional manager uh, uh, in your project. So participate in reward and recognition. Team members sitting on change control board, they recommend changes including corrective actions. So the role of a project manager is from initiating to closing. Initiating, project manager is supposed to work, may be involved in developing project charter, but next thing is to identify stakeholders in planning phase of the project, all executing phase of the project, monitoring and controlling phase of the project, and closing. So as a project manager, you will be involved in all five process groups of the project. But your responsibility as a project manager is to get things done from your project team members. You will not perform that work directly. You will involve your team members. हमेशा याद रखिएगा, in all projects, in any project, as a project manager, आपका काम है अपने टीम मेंबर से काम लेना. आपने डायरेक्ट खुद नहीं करना होता. ठीक है? Your job is to get things done from the team members, and your key role in project is to perform integration. This is something that you cannot deliver to your team members. For instance, developing a project management plan. For instance, perform direct and manage project work. For instance, monitor and control project work. Perform integrated change control. Manage project knowledge and close the project. This is your responsibility. All remaining processes and activities belongs to your team members. You deliver that work to your delegate that work to your team members. So this is all about my today's lecture. My intention in this lecture number one is to introduce the basic terms we use in project. ठीक हो गया जी. So inshallah after this class I will share some more very useful videos with you, but uh, उससे पहले we will discuss some basic practice. We will practice some basic questions. For instance, एक मिनट में थोड़ा सा इसको सेट कर लूँ. अच्छा जी. Two project managers have just realized that they are in a weak matrix organization. अभी हम कुछ 20-25 MCQs को प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव मेरा ये है कि मैं चेक करना चाहता हूँ कि आप सब कितने अच्छे तरीके से इसको अंडरस्टैंड कर चुके हैं. So two project managers have just realized that they are in weak matrix organization and their power as a project manager is quite limited. One figures out that he is really a project expeditor, and other realize that he is really project coordinator. How is project expeditor different from the project coordinator? Always remember, project coordinator has authority, some authority, whereas project expeditor is like assistant. In your office you ask your personal secretary to write to type this document, so they prepare that document for you. They have no authority. So which one is the correct answer? Correct answer is A. The project coordinator reports to higher level manager and has authority to make some decision. The project expeditor has no authority to make decision. In a projectized organization, project team reports to many bosses. Number one, has no loyalty to the project, report to functional manager, will not always have a home. So इसमें जो correct answer आता है that is D, because if you recall your memory, in projectized organization, when your project is over you will be released from the project work. ठीक है जी. So main drawback of projectized organization is that at the end of the project team is dispersed, but they do not have a functional department जहाँ पे ये वापस चला जाए. Next question is, project manager is trying to complete a software development project but cannot get enough attention for the project. Resources are focused on completing process related work and project manager has little authority to properly assign resources. What form of organization must the project manager be working in? देखें अब इसमें क्वेश्चन क्या है. क्वेश्चन है कि किस टाइप की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर काम कर रहा है. प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर इज ट्राइंग टू कंप्लीट अ सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट बट कैन नॉट गेट इनफ अटेंशन फॉर द प्रोजेक्ट. Resources are focused on completing process related work. When your team members are not cooperating with you, they are more focused in their own office work and project manager has no authority. So what does it mean? It means that you are working in a functional organization, because in functional organization project manager has little or no authority. Team members focus to perform and finish their daily routine work. So correct answer is A. Next question is, project manager has very little project experience, but he has been assigned as a project manager of a new project because he will be working in a matrix organization to complete his project. He can expect communication to be simple, B, open and accurate, C, complex, or hard to automate. Always remember, in a matrix organization, your communication will be complex because you will be working with more than one boss, two bosses at least. So obviously communication will be complex in that case. A project team member is talking to another team member and complaining that many people are asking him to do things. एक टीम मेंबर दूसरे टीम मेंबर से कंप्लेन करता है कि हर कोई मुझे काम करने का कह रहा है. If he works in a functional organization, who has the power to give direction to team members? कोई बताएगा इसमें? इसमें the correct answer is B. No, in tight matrix organization, few students said that D. D is not the correct answer. Fine. इसमें आपका जो correct answer है functional manager. Question is if he works in a functional organization. In functional organization, who has the power to give direction to team member? Project manager or team functional manager? Correct answer is B. Fine. अच्छा, अब आप सब ने मुझे चैट में जाके इसका आंसर मुझे बताना है. ठीक है, चैट में जाके. Who has the most power in projectized organization? In a projectized organization, who has the most power? The project manager, functional manager, team, या D? They all share power. अपना आंसर टाइप करें इसमें भी. Excellent. Almost all students said that in projectized organization, power rests with the functional manager, because in projectized organization there is no functional department. So correct answer is A. Acha. All of the following are characteristics of a project except. Remember, when the word except comes in a question, it means that in option A, B, C, D, all are right, are all correct except one. All of the following are the characteristics of a project except temporary. Obviously, you know that a project will have definite start date or end date. So temporary तो है बिल्कुल. Definite beginning and interrelated activities repeat itself every month. So your correct answer, please. The correct answer is yes. D. Repeat itself every month. Choice D implies that the whole project repeats every month. Generally, the only thing that might repeat in project are some activities. The whole project does not repeat. So याद रखिएगा जब accept का word आता है ना, when the word accept comes, it means that all options are correct, only one is incorrect. So all of the following are part of team stakeholder management efforts except giving stakeholders extra, identifying stakeholders, determine stakeholder need, and managing stakeholder expectation. Yes, the correct answer in this question is managing stakeholder. No, the correct answer is A, giving stakeholders extra. In remember, in any project, you will not provide anything extra to your stakeholder. You will perform what is written in the project management plan. So correct answer is A. Acha, next question is a manager and the head of engineering discuss a change to major work package. The question is about change. After the meeting, the project manager contacts you and tells you to complete paperwork to make changes. This is the example of project exploiter position, change control, management plan, and management attention to scope management. You have four options. आप किस ऑप्शन को चूज करेंगे? Your answer, please. This is very tricky question. देखें, the manager contacts you, the manager contacts you and tells you to complete the paperwork and make changes. It means he is giving you direct orders to do that work. So this is the example of project expeditor position. So correct answer is C. This is the example of project expeditor position because you are not evaluating the change, looking for impacts. You are merely implementing others' requests. In this case, you are acting as the project expeditor. Now, this is one is a very long question. The project is in the planning process group. When three stakeholders come to the project manager asking for information on the company's new project methodology. Now the question is, the project is in the planning group, project is running in the planning phase of the project, where three stakeholders approach the project manager and request for to clarify some project management methodology, right? They want to know where it came from and why it is different from the way the currently managed projects. These stakeholders are also friends of project manager, and the entire group has worked together for years. The project is using some new terms like corrective actions that are making some stakeholder nervous as they are unsure whether the way projects will manage is going to change along with new terms. What should the project manager do? The objective of this question was to waste your time. In your exam, such questions will come to buy your some time, ताकि आप इस बड़े पैराग्राफ में मतलब की बात निकाल सको. सो क्वेश्चन है क्या इसमें? When this is not your responsibility to define and talk about the methodologies, policies, procedures with your team members and project sponsor, sorry, stakeholder, someone. If someone is asking you to clarify any policy related issues, you will ask them to contact PMO office, because PMO office is responsible to provide you methodologies, procedures, guidelines, whatever it is needed. They will provide that facility, that work to you. So in this example, correct answer is C. Notify the project management office. वहां से जाके आप लोग. So some student may think this question has more than one right answer, but it does not. There are many things the project manager can do, but what should be done? The company policies are managed by the project management office, and the project manager should make sure the stakeholder have clear information by sending them directly to the PMO office. ठीक है जी. Management by objective work only if it is supported by the management. So correct answer in this example is A. ठीक है. I'm just trying to skip long questions because we have just 10 minutes left. After that, my session will be expired again. So after this lecture or this conversation, I will share some. I will share the entire slides with you in my WhatsApp group, and along with that, I will share some videos as well. Uh, a project team is working on manufacturing a new product, but they are having difficulty creating a project charter. What is the best description of the real problem? Now, this is another very tricky question. When the word best comes in a question, it means all options are correct. And out of all these four questions, you will have to find the best option for your question. So project team is working on manufacturing a new product, but they are having difficulty creating a project charter. What is the best description of your problem? They are not identified the project objective. They are working on process, not a project. The end date has been not set up. They have not identified the product of the project. Now your answer. Now let's see the correct answer. The correct answer is B. They are working on a process, not a project, because project work starts after the project charter approval. The issue is they are having difficulty creating in a project charter. So how come project team is working on manufacturing new products? So they are working on a process, not a project. So one of your team members informs you that he does not know which of the many projects he is working on is most important. For instance, you are working in a projectized organization, so it is possible that one team member may be working more than one project simultaneously. सही है. So if you want to know which project is more important for the company, who is going to tell you your answer? Yes, you are right. The correct answer is project management office, because project management office is the central office. A market demand, business need, or a legal requirements are example of reasons to hire a project manager, the reasons projects are initiated, reasons people or business become stakeholder, reasons to sponsor a project. जब मार्केट डिमांड आती है, बिजनेस नीड बनती है, दैट्स व्हाई वी इनिशिएट प्रोजेक्ट्स. सो करेक्ट आंसर इज बी. Operational work is different from project work. What is difference between operational work and project work? Unique and temporary are the characteristics of a project, where an ongoing and repetitive is the example of operational work. So correct answer is C. Lesson learned are best completed by project manager, project team, project sponsor, stakeholder, because stakeholders are the people who give you requirements for the project. Always remember. So when you will complete your project, stakeholders are the people who gets infected are affected from the project. So the correct answer is D. So this is all about my today's lecture. Hope you have understood the basic terms, methodologies, and telling used in project. We talk about project. We talk about definition of project management. We also discussed difference between project, program, and portfolio. We discussed constraints. We discussed organizational structure. Um that is functional, that is matrix organization, weak matrix organization, and projectized organization. Along with that, we also discussed um the advantages and disadvantages of our organizational structure. We also talk about the role of the project manager, the role of a project team, role of your stakeholders, and role of your project sponsor. So right after this, my lecture, I will share the lecture slides with you in the same group, and I will share videos as well. So hope you will enjoy your time here at Abyssinian University. We will try to deliver best quality teaching process, everything. We will also cover a number of IT softwares as well. I hope you will learn a lot, and I'm sure that you will give your full input to in your this academic activity. Don't take it for granted. We assess students very critically. We prepare midterms and final term papers very tough. So don't think that you get when, for instance, you got admission here, so you will complete your degree very easily. हम अब मेक श्योर करते हैं कि अच्छे तरीके से आपको इन तमाम चीज़ों में इन्वॉल्व करें. अपना जब हम पूरी कोशिश से, पूरी मेहनत से हम आपको पढ़ाएंगे, तो हम उतने अच्छे रिजल्ट्स आपसे एक्सपेक्ट भी फिर करेंगे. ठीक हो गया जी. इंशाल्लाह सी यू नेक्स्ट वीक. अल्लाह हाफिज़.